Hello, friends. Happy Wednesday to all of you. So, friends, I have a very big update today. President Biden has just announced that they are very close to reaching a deal on his social spending package. Although Senator Joe Manchin has made several changes to the bill, which could lead to a new targeted round of relief checks. Dear friends, please make sure that you watch until the end of this video to learn about all of these details. I will also be giving away a $75 Walmart gift card 4 days a week. If you would like to enter these giveaways, please make sure that you click and like several of my videos, and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, the greater your chance of winning the Walmart gift card giveaway.
But first, I just was briefed by the FEMA administrator who's here with me today, Ms. Criswell, about the flash flooding in Waverly, Tennessee, and surrounding areas in Tennessee. I want to begin by expressing my deepest condolences for the sudden and tragic loss of life due to this flash flood. I know we've reached out to the community and we stand ready to offer them support. I've asked the administrator to speak to Governor Lee of Tennessee right away, and we'll offer any assistance they need for this terrible moment. Let me also say a few words was now tropical storm, not hurricane, Henri, which made landfall at approximately 12:15 this afternoon in Rhode Island. Henri is impacting much of the Northeast right now, and I want to talk about our efforts to prepare and respond to this storm. We have been closely monitoring Henri's progress and making the necessary preparations. Fortunately, it's no longer a hurricane. It's been downgraded to a tropical storm. And we are taking it seriously, though, because the size and the storm surge and the rainfall is producing. It's also impacting an area of the country that has already experienced heavy rainfall over the past several days. And while New Englanders are used to dealing with some tough weather, this storm has the potential for widespread consequences across the region, with significant flooding and power outages that could affect hundreds of thousands of people. And so we're doing everything we can now to help those states prepare, respond, and recover. I can't think of anyone better to lead this operation than Deanne Criswell of FEMA.
So friends, here's the big update from Congress. Senate Democrats are currently working on shrinking the tax increases in President Biden's economic package as part of a bid to cut a deal with Senator Joe Manchin and get it passed in the next coming weeks. According to people familiar with the talks, the changes under consideration would pare down some of the tax measures passed by the House last year, and it could mean that both U.S. corporations and wealthy households end up facing smaller tax hikes than Biden and Democrats initially envisioned. The discussions about making the tax elements of the package more business-friendly come as Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer and Senator Manchin are finally close to agreeing that the overall plan will be roughly $1 trillion. Half of the amount would be for new spending, and the other half would be tax increases to cut the deficit by $500 billion over the next 10 years. The talks remain tentative, and neither side has fully signed off on the outline. The decision to keep the top-line figure for the legislation of roughly $1 trillion means that the Senate will make substantial cuts to the $1.5 trillion package of tax hikes. The decision to keep the top-line figure for the legislation of $1 trillion means that the Senate will make substantial cuts to the $1.5 trillion package. That gives lawmakers the freedom to revise some of the most controversial elements of the plan to make them more palatable to critics. Democrats also plan to use savings from a prescriptions plan to offset some of those costs. The Senate Finance Committee is also close to finalizing language, reworking a provision of the proposed 15% global minimum levy, which would allow corporations to blend their overseas tax payments to meet the minimum threshold, rather than requiring that level to be met in each country in which the company operates. The committee is also considering providing companies additional time before they have to comply with the international tax law changes. The The Finance Committee is also considering a change to the 15% domestic minimum tax on financial profits, also known as a book tax. It would exclude a business's deductions for the investments that they make when calculating the tax. This would mean that many companies would face lower IRS bills from the book tax. With Senator Manchin's demand for half of the total package to go to deficit reduction, that gives a maximum of $500 billion for new spending, which is roughly a quarter of the size of the $2.2 trillion bill that passed the House last year. Chuck Schumer and Joe Manchin, who have been engaged in secretive talks for 2 months now about a scaled-back version of President Biden's signature Build Back Better agenda, have yet to come to agreement on the specifics of what to include. Democrats have until the end of September to pass the bill before the expiration of the budget resolution that will allow them to advance the bill with a simple majority. However, many Democrats believe the bill needs to pass in the next month or so before the August recess. So friends, do you think that President Biden's Build Back Better bill will ever be passed? Please let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. At the onset of this crisis, the American economy immediately fell into recession, with unemployment spiking to nearly 15%, the highest since records began in 1948. In response, the U.S. government passed a series of stimulus packages that, among other things, kept 11 million Americans out of poverty. Although overall the American economy has been very, very strong over the past year, there are signs of weaknesses that have many federal lawmakers pushing for more stimulus. In addition to the skyrocketing inflation rate, which has significantly raised the basic cost of living for most Americans, assistance such as the expanded child tax credit, enhanced unemployment benefits, and mortgage assistance programs have all expired. If the economy is headed for recession, as many economists fear, millions of Americans will be thrown right back into a world of economic uncertainty. So friends, what do you think? Should all lawmakers support a fourth round of relief checks? Please let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Well, my great and amazing friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video. Thank you so very, very much for joining me here. I greatly appreciate all of you who are watching my videos daily. The winner of today's Walmart gift card giveaway is Lisa Glass. Congratulations, dear friend. Please note, if I have named you as the winner, do check your notifications page and send me an email. Or you can also send me a message on my Facebook page. Thank you so much, friends, and have a wonderful, blessed Wednesday.